Pokemon Go, The Mannequin Challenge, Vine, Stranger Things, Becky with the Good Hair. Those were 2016's top trends. Why is that year continuously trending in 2026? Find out in this Valentine's Day episode of Music Media Review. Happy Valentine's Day! Welcome to Music Media Review. I'm Jess, your DJ, gifting you a particular themed playlist for this romantic holiday. Valentines may be exchanging their favorite songs or artists to a special someone this time of the year, but most of the world has time warped to 2016. A TikTok trend came around New Year's midnight, shouting out hits turning a decade old. Media sites blogged it further, comparing politics, TV, social media, apps, and some of the musicians expecting to release new music in 2026. Harry Styles, Zayn, Rihanna, Bruno Mars, and I'll be giving updates from the 10 I curated in this playlist. I worked a busy 2016 at my radio job, babysitting on the side. It's a time I think of often and figured it'd be perfect that we show our love to 2016 love songs together. If you'll be my Valentine, follow and reminisce the links I attach giving my music media review. Chronologically, I started with a disco pop hit defending a public unexpected new relationship. The celebrity is Gwen Stefani, when she autobiographically stopped feeling guilty dating Blake Shelton. Both of them confided backstage at The Voice, each divorcing their musician spouses summer 2015. Turns out their mutual companionship suited better than therapy. Ruling out infidelity causing the splits, Gwen was ready to celebrate, writing Make Me Like You. It has a very pre-Doja Cat flair, speaking out the verses and singing the chorus. This single came out February 12, 2016, dedicating one of many future music collaborations Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton would do. Shortly after, Blake took a serious country tone, releasing his new album, If I'm Honest. I found it bold Gwen initiated as a mom, woman, and reinvented her enthusiasm. Make Me Like You's music video made history acting live during a Grammys commercial break. Target sponsored the event, paying $12 million. Metaphorically, Gwen rises up from a hanging car wreck, whisked away into a salon, changes into a blazer, rides a motorcycle to a piano lounge, and roller skates onto a rising bullseye platform that airily forms Target's logo. We witness a refreshed confidence matured by No Doubt's lead singer, optimistically thriving in the future. I remember it well. Off Gwen Stefani's third album, This Is What the Truth Feels Like, Make Me Like You charted number 54 on the Hot 100, number 23 Top 40 Radio, number 17 Adult Top 40 Radio, and number 12 Digital Songs. Blake Shelton, accustomed being an additional father figure to Gwen's 3 sons, inviting them all to live with him on his Oklahoma ranch. Officially becoming family, The Voice's host Carson Daly officiated Gwen and Blake's wedding July 3, 2021, influencing Blake to quit his vocal coaching position a year later. I requested seeing Blake in concert when working in Country Radio 2016 and brought my brother to Hartford's XL Center venue. That name recently changed over the holidays to People's Bank Arena. We had never been there before, didn't realize our seats were steep, watching over the stage and tall monitors, seeing Blake sing 2 solid hours. Former Voice contestant Raylan opened up and returned on stage during her parts on Boys Round Here's track. Awesome night out. Gwen will be performing at the Sphere May and June with No Doubt, and Blake is also playing in Vegas too. He'll be 50 in June. One of Make Me Like You's songwriters Justin Tranter co-wrote a tongue-in-cheek party jam crossing pop demographics. Out of the blue, Swedish producers Mattias Larsson and Robert Fredriksson mentioned cocktail sex on the beach, unsure how to translate in English. Justin thought about a California beach bar that served cake by the ocean, conceptualizing a huge hit. Joe Jonas of the Jonas Brothers expanded that context into flirty pickup lines. Because the content dipped naughty than his brotherly clean-cut reputation, two decisions triggered the surge. Joe had to release it solo, and censored radio edits were created. Emulating a groovy sound, Joe Jonas asked two of Jonas Brothers' touring band members to record: guitarist Jinju Lee, drummer Jack Lawless. Justin Tranter preferred Cole Whittle to play bass and keyboards. Anticipating dance music, this reformed band became dnce. The lineup premiered on Fox's live Grease musical reenactment portraying the prom band Johnny Casino and the Gamblers. Sadly, Cake by the Ocean teased in a slow doo-wop rendition, intriguing fans to look up Joe Jonas's latest material. I'm a Grease superfan. Gotta say, the cast did a really great job acting that on live TV. I hear a hint of Maroon 5 and dnce's funkiness, meshing the rock and pop dance into fun. Directed by Joe's model girlfriend at the time, Gigi Hadid, dnce gets introduced in Cake by the Ocean's music video, performing on a sandy beach set with a triangular large cake slice and a competition food fight. You couldn't go anywhere in 2016 without hearing Cake by the Ocean. My radio job's company merged with a national beer festival vendor hosting live events at the time. One of the local spots I did was at an ice skating rink. We set the tasting tables matted over the rink and had a cover band plug in above in the bleachers. Majority, they played classic rock and then threw in Cake by the Ocean. I saw so many guests singing along with them, you just never know until you're part of those personal music moments a song brings out in everybody. On dnce's debut album, Sway, spelled with 2 A's, Cake by the Ocean charted number 9 on the Hot 100, number 6 Adult Contemporary, number 2 Top 40 Radio, and number 1 Adult Top 40 Radio for 2 weeks. Follow-up dnce singles were Toothbrush, Body Moves. My favorite in 2017 is Kissing Strangers featuring Nicki Minaj. I shared that video in the description too. Joe Jonas is back to touring with his brothers and some solo. Next tune story mirrors familiarity from Cake by the Ocean's section. Gigi Hadid didn't date Joe Jonas too long and hooked up with One Direction member Zaynmalik. The chemistry between those two struck harder physically and musically. Zayn penned an electro power ballad how he and Gigi wrestled their challenges very intimately. Pillow Talk illustrates the sexual friction attempting to stabilize moving forward together and marked another turning point. Zayn announced he was leaving British boy band One Direction. Fans were absolutely devastated, but wound up being a unanimous decision. Each member agreed to go solo themselves. They lasted longer than most. What Makes You Beautiful broke 2011. Zayn knew it was time once Pillow Talk naturally freed his thoughts with no restrictions. His statements on Genius.com reads, "Every lyric I've ever written has a story behind it. All the hard work that went into the creation of Pillow Talk was worthwhile because as soon as it was finished, I intuitively felt I was on the right path." One Direction's lyrics were pretty inoffensive. As I started to mature as an artist, I didn't want any topic to be off limits. The lyrics in Pillow Talk are honest and undiluted. A place that is so pure, so dirty and raw. Be in the bed all day, bed all day, bed all day. Fucking in, fighting on. It's our paradise and it's our war zone. Let's be honest, I never have got away with writing, let alone singing lyrics like that in One Direction. When I wrote Pillow Talk, all the feelings I poured into that song came from genuine experience. That was really important to me. I wanted to sing stuff that I could build, to be authentic, and to transmit raw emotion through my vocals. People can see through artists who bullshit, and I hate it when I listen to songs and don't believe the person singing the lyrics. There's a strength in honesty, and it felt pretty amazing when my vocals came through more forcefully because I believed in the words I was singing. I hope whoever listens to this song does that too. Pillow Talk isn't just about sex, it's more layered than that. It's about the ups and downs of relationships, good times and bad times. We're all tested in relationships with our families, friends, lovers, whoever. And I like to think that as I let go of some of the not-so-loving sides of myself, I encourage those I'm in relationships with to do the same. You can hear the liberation as Zayn belts those lyrics the whole song. Made me think of George Michael composing 1987's I Want Your Sex, bridging the boy-to-man phase. A few months after the single came out, Jimmy Fallon lip-synced the drama lyrics on his Late Show segment, theatrically rolling around on the floor. It's hysterical. Zayn and Gigi dated until 2020 after their daughter was born, and now she's been courting Bradley Cooper about 3 years. Promo single on Mind of Mine, Pillow Talk charted number 21 Adult Contemporary, number 13 Adult Top 40 Radio, number 1 Top 40 Radio, the Hot 100, and the UK. Zayn's upcoming album, Kanakoi, should be coming out April 17th with current single, Die For Me. We gotta include a pop star who charmed groupies through song and a handful of famous women. Justin Bieber unleashed Bieber fever in 2009 at just 15 years old. Paparazzi couldn't get enough, unfortunately causing a spiral in and out of trouble. I was fearful of Justin's welfare as Britney Spears and Lindsay Lohan in the 2000s. He's exactly a year older than my brother. The wild turns he took was just a shame. Viewers started to question his behavior again at 2026 Grammys, wearing only his boxers, singing Yukon. Empathetically, I interpreted that was him putting himself out there, controlling tabloids, objectifying him. I'm glad Justin settled with Stephen Baldwin's daughter Haley and concealing their son from the public. Showing a charming side, I selected Company off 2015's record, Purpose. He politely questions a crush if she's interested hanging out and getting to know each other through talking. I watched Company debut on iHeartRadio Music Awards along with Justin singing Love Yourself, written by Ed Sheeran, telling off an ex. What I like about Company is shifting the double side Justin desires through its composition, practically whispering over a plucked string arrangement asking, "Can we keep each other company?" Then a percussive beat guiding the listener to what could unfold if she were to give in. Simply wishing a partner to lessen loneliness surfaced music's new objective for fans listening to artists talk about themselves. Bieber's candidness in Swag's 2026 comeback earned him 2 Grammy nominations, Album of the Year and Best Pop Vocal Album. Thankful he's still with us, Company led a powerful sobriety step, not looking back. Between 2015 to 2016, it charted number 53 on the Hot 100, number 38 in Canada, number 20 Canada Top 40 Radio, and number 16 US Top 40 Radio. Nobody expected Rihanna's pop R&B hiatus to last a decade. 2022's Lift Me Up from Black Panther Wakanda Forever and Smurfs' 2026 soundtrack banger, Friend of Mine, are the only standalone singles since 2016. Love Lift Me Up and Black Panther's films. Consecutively spanning 2005 to 2016, a different business venture grossed higher revenue for Rihanna. She launched cosmetic line Fenty Beauty, coined by her surname. Designing makeup and lingerie, net worth is $1.4 billion. That's why she's able to be a stay-at-home mom to 2 sons and a daughter, shared with rapper A$AP Rocky. Rumors are swirling a 9th Rihanna album is emerging, no confirmations yet. The 2016 songs adored on Anti were Work featuring Drake, Love on the Brain, and Taylor Swift co-wrote This Is What You Came For's electronic single. I'm revisiting Love on the Brain. The vocalizing genre fusion Rihanna plays her voice is a challenge contestants like to cover on reality singing competitions. Constructed in a retro doo-wop tempo, she softly laments her fixation in the verses and projects the song's title admission in the chorus. Uttering Love on the Brain in different variations digs a rare soulfulness Rihanna doesn't usually present. At the last chorus lines, Brain's notes riff up, and these little modifications dub self-songwriting credit. Predicting a solo comeback, I'd envision Fenty products partaking whatever style Rihanna's feeling. A glamorizing or sexy setup to pose like her marketing ads. I'll keep you posted scoping 2026 clues. Love on the Brain charted number 9 Adult Contemporary, number 7 Adult Top 40 Radio, number 3 Top 40 Radio, Hot R&B Hip-Hop Songs, and hit number 1 Dance Club Songs into 2017. I guess we can consider Ariana Grande's in her third era resurgence. She first got discovered early 2010s on Nickelodeon's Victorious spin-off show Sam and Cat, branching over to pop R&B music 2013, co-starring in Wicked's film adaptations as Galinda, reopened her global acting skills. Ariana received award nominations last year. I didn't catch sequel Wicked for Good in the movies. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law disagreed with the critics' reviews, enjoying Part 2's story arc. I streamed the new song The Girl in the Bubble, moved by the ballad's sad lyrics. Wicked for Good will be available to watch on Peacock March 20th. I'm curious to see how the musical finishes and foreshadows The Wizard of Oz's characterization. Flashing back to 2016, Ariana Grande got cheeky in third album Dangerous Woman. The title track's a classic, though I picked Into You to give off club vibes. Pulsating low-high octaves, Ari softly puts her heart out in the verses, egging to take attractions to the next level in the chorus. 3 songs are referenced in the lyrics. A Little Bit Dangerous nods Dangerous Woman's previous single. Elvis Presley's A Little Less Conversation from 1968 and A Little More Touch My Body owes the diva people compare Ariana Grande's pitch. Mariah Carey and her 2008 number 1 hit, Touch My Body. Mariah eventually contacted her protege to sing on 2020's Oh Santa's Pop Christmas Jam. They remain very close. Into You's music video had 4 VMA nominations where Ariana navigates through a desert, party, and a motel room pursuing a potential relationship. I've heard some pop stations throw it back on air, holds up as one of her greatest hits, electrifying your day or night. Charted number 20 Adult Top 40 Radio, number 13 on the Hot 100, number 8 Dance Club Songs, and number 7 Top 40 Radio. 2016's biggest pop single is Closer by the Chainsmokers, introducing Halsey as a featured artist. However, I'm highlighting a fantastic Grammy-winning single off the same record, Collage. Don't Let Me Down perfectly blends genre whirlwinds, segueing the stanzas start to finish. Blared over a summer events loudspeaker I worked at, centered the Chainsmokers' duo genius production and pop vocalist Daya's phrasing. An electric guitar riff intros the song and verses, rhythmic pop effects during the verses, reggae-like diction in the chorus, and distorted hip-hop squeak sounds as Daya repeatedly pleads the title. Daya phonetically grasps Don't Let Me Down's stuttering chorus, interpreted like a production effect or reggae's tight repetition. I need you, I need you, I need you right now. Yeah, I need you right now. So don't let me down. I think I'm losing my mind now. It's in my head. Darling, I hope that you'll be here when I need you the most. So don't let me down now. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Daya's 2015 debut single, Hideaway, did something similar, singing Where Do the Good Boys Go to Hide Away, Hide Away. Polishing done behind the Chainsmokers is incredible. I'm eager to see if her other songs continue the pattern. Don't Let Me Down's music video builds up the intensity, directing Daya standing in the middle of a road, blocking the Chainsmokers driving their convertible. When the hip-hop effects sink in her repeating the title, the guy's car goes hydraulic, leaving them levitating above in the air. I love how comically brilliant that happens. The Chainsmokers' Alex Pale and Drew Taggart admitted they have dated around the same partners, but Drew got married in December and Daya's been with her girlfriend 5 years. Awarded Best Dance Recording at 2017's Grammys, Don't Let Me Down charted number 6 Adult Top 40 Radio, number 4 Dance Club Songs, number 3 on the Hot 100, number 1 Top 40 Radio for 3 weeks, and Hot Dance Electronic Songs for 12 weeks. Out of the 10 songs I've listed, die-hard TikTok users probably recognize Lush Life now more than 2016. I first watched it on MTV Live's Epic Awesome Videos Marathon. The groovy colors in the music video were trippy, like a rave. Midnight Sun is Zaralarson's latest work and posted a choreographed TikTok challenge dance for fans to mimic online or at her concerts. I had an exclusive viewing at Jingle Ball's 2025 tour stop in New York City. Zara invited an audience member who nailed each step on stage. ABC and Hulu spotlighted Zara and fan Stephanie's moment on Jingle Ball's playback montage. I knew it'd make the cut. Got the sense what award shows feel like to live audiences. So cool. Unbelievable how these tutorials catch on this generation so quickly. Barring some sprinkler dance moves, swaying your arms, holding one hand on the back of your head, and curving your hips side to side. Advising to not dwell and enjoy yourself, the chorus is, I live my day as if it was the last. Live my day as if there was no past. Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the way I wanna. Yeah, I'ma dance my heart out to the dawn. But I won't be done when morning comes. Doing it all night, all summer. Gonna spend it like no other. Now, I found another crush. The Lush Life giving me a rush. Had one chance to make me blush. Second time is one too late. Just goes to show you, in this social media age, it's never too late for things to suddenly blow up. Originally on 2015 album, So Good, Lush Life charted number 75 on the Hot 100, number 39 Top 40 Radio, number 3 in the UK, and number 1 in Zaralarson's native country, Sweden. Calculated over the past month or so, Lush Life is back at number 36 on the Hot 100, number 8 Global 200, number 7 in the UK, and back to being number 1 in Sweden. She is overjoyed, hoping Midnight Sun's album rides the coattails. A second One Direction member premiered his debut late 2016, Niallhoran's This Town. Truly sounds like he's sitting in his room missing one who got away. I thought this whole time Niall was playing that acoustic guitar because of the music video of him strumming on a stool in front of the camera. Producers Greg Kirsten and Greg Leitzes are credited. Either way, we were treated an exceptional love song by another One Direction member, giving faith for their directioners to continue cheering on next phases. British late-night talk show host Graham Norton asked Niall whom this town was written about. He vaguely answered nobody, thought how he's the same guy back home off tour, and fantasized what to say if he ran into a local girl from the past. Seldom not saying a song title in the chorus or verbatim, This Town is recited once in the first verse. It's funny how things never change in this old town, so far from the stars. May seem unfamiliar until you hear this chorus. And I want to tell you everything, the words I never got to say the first time around. And I remember everything from when we were the children playing in this fairground. Wish I was there with you now. Because if the whole world was watching, I'd still dance with you. Drive highways and byways to be there with you. Over and over, the only truth, everything comes back to you. You still make me nervous when you walk in the room. Them butterflies, they come alive when I'm next to you. Over and over, the only truth, everything comes back to you. Ideal Valentine's Day and dating expressions. Tragically, One Direction member Liam Payne was found dead outside of his hotel room balcony in 2024. The investigation's ongoing, horrified Niall, Zayn, Harry Styles, and Louis Tomlinson. A reunion seems too bittersweet, but they all have new music out this month. Niall's on Miles Smith's single, Drive Safe. Zayn put out Die For Me. Louis got Imposter single. Harry's Aperture will go on Kiss All The Time, Disco Occasionally on March 6th album. Maybe down the line they'll gather publicly for us or appear their music on a show. How about the Brit Awards in a few weeks? Fingers crossed. Niall's had a successful winning streak also on U.S.'s syndication on The Voice. His contestants have won the 3 seasons he was on, making him the only celebrity in the show's history to win 3 consecutive times. Wonder if he'll be back in the fall season. In the meantime, he's happy with his fashion celebrity girlfriend, Amelia Woolley. Promo for 2017 album, Flicker. This Town charted number 20 on the Hot 100, number 12 Adult Contemporary, Top 40 Radio, number 9 in the UK, and number 4 US Adult Top 40 Radio. Final track to end our playlist or begin your journey serenades a weekend getaway. John Mayer's Love on the Weekend. The Search for Everything mourned his breakup with Katy Perry. Still feels like your man confessed keeping her shampoo in his shower, wishing they would have made up. John's daydreams at Los Angeles Capitol Records studio led to Love on the Weekend's foreplay. He told Rolling Stone, "It got me thinking how in California, we like going from one hill to another hill. And the reason I love LA is because it's the world's greatest backdrop for love. There is a culture here of the lover's getaway, and most of my jealousy as a single man is about not being able to go to the Post Ranch Inn in Big Sur or the San Isidro Ranch in Santa Barbara. There was some really washy reverb on the guitar, and I started playing this line, and I just went, "Hey, press record." I realized it was going to be the song I didn't have for the record yet, which was looking forward to something, discovering somebody, the beginning of the relationship. Because all these other songs are about being dropped off into the loneliness, and you can't mourn that long. Writing Love on the Weekend was the experience of all the best songs I've ever written. When you're going to go home and obsess all night because you know you're onto something and you know it's only going to get better when you go back and work on it the next day. Johnmayer owns a Montana ranch. California holds another piece of his heart, touring in Grateful Dead's Forever Grateful band. Founding member Bob Weir recently passed away. John said they were 30 years apart, sharing the same birthday. He eulogized him at a memorial and sang Ripple. I have a couple of relatives and friends who are deadheads. Connecting the band's catalog is something I have to set aside, appreciating the whole picture. Going back to John Mayer's love life, he's dated a few celebrity women and linked lately to TikTok influencer Kat Stickler. I'm sure they're traveling a lot of interesting adventures. Love on the Weekend was trending when my heart was in a sweet space, getting close to someone relevant in my life. That happiness still perks up talking music, achievements, life. I'm very grateful the support lives on. Between 2016 and 2017, Love on the Weekend charted number 53 on the Hot 100, number 19 Adult Top 40 Radio, number 18 Adult Contemporary, number 5 Hot Rock Songs, and number 3 Adult Alternative. Thanks for exploring this 2016 time machine with me. I wish you a happy Valentine's Day with your other half, treating yourself, or someone special to you. Recap this 2016 Love Songs playlist on Spotify, episode notes, and tell me if your favorites made the cut. I've added other obscure favorites I recommend. Email musicmediareviewpodcast@gmail.com. Follow our social media for updates on Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. I'm Jess. Talk to you next week.